Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever the time of day it is when you're watching this. This is the introduction to the Dancing Wings hobby, code vc01, Wright Flyer 1, 1903. And you get quite a nice little tidy presentation box which laser etched, shows you broadly what you're going to get. And so with no more ado, let's pull the camera back a little bit and open the box. So these just come up like this, that goes up like that, and inside you get a plastic bag, and you also seem to get some nail files to help you with your nails, I expect, and some twine there to do your rigging and so forth and so forth. Now I've not opened this before, so this is going to be new to me too, and just to prove it, it's all sealed up. I've not opened it at all, so this will be first for me too. So this will probably come useful for, I don't know, putting my little knives in or something. Let's see. Anyway, so here's a knife I prepared earlier. This is going to be my building board. Now this is a 12mm plaster board, and I've covered it with a sheet of plastic film to protect the drawing that's inside here, which will be that there. And please don't ask me where I get this stuff from, because I don't actually know. I work in construction, so I happened to find this lying around on a job, and I thought that'll do me, and off away I go. So please don't ask me, I don't know. You'll have to find out for yourself. Maybe your hobbyist will be able to help you. So let's get this open. This needs a new blade. Hey, there you go. Bag open. And there's your ply. And there's your, do your nails. And let's have a look at this now. Get a few photographs there, which is quite pleasant. And you have a translation which I am guessing is Chinese, or Mandarin or whatever, and they're all numbered, so you have to go through the sequence of looking through this and working it all out. Okay, what's on the back? All the same really. Now I'm going to take a guess that you're going to have to start assembling the wing first, which is where I think I would start. So let's have a look at the materials that you're going to get with this. Okay, now this is obviously to keep the wood dry, so I'm going to put that in the bag, save the planet. And obviously you've got your rigging, your nail file, and let's have a look at this now. What have we got? Got a little bit of masking tape. Well, in England we call this masking tape. I don't know what they call it where you are. Probably something nowhere near, but anyway. Pull that off. Oh, this piece has come out already. Well, we'll just have to I know. It popped in the box. That can go in, and that can go in, and now you can't lose it. In fact, thinking about it, let's put the instruction manual in there too. How about that? So what have we got? Well, I have to say, on the first inspection, these are laser cut, so they will probably almost pop out, and I have to say they look quite detailed. So what's on the back? Yeah, this is the numbered side. Oh, they're popping out already, look. Yeah. So they're numbered this side, so it looks pretty straightforward. Now it's got up 1, so I take it this is the upper wing. Let's have a look through here. Up 2. So maybe they mean upper wing right and left. 1 being left and 2 being right, or if you like, the starboard side. Okay, well, I'll have to look a little bit deeper into that. And as predicted, we have a down 1, which I will take it as port lower and starboard lower, down 2. So pretty much the same thing. So you're going to, looks as though you're going to spend most of your time constructing the wing. Okay, fair enough. Looks like it's a stand. You have to put it on the stand, or I'm thinking about hanging it from the ceiling above the TV in the lounge, just as a point of interest for those people who care to take a look. I think you have Mr. Wright there. Not sure how Mr. Wright would feel about that if you saw it, but there you go. And these looks like cogs and pulleys and parts of a motor. Looking at this side, upside down, it seems I may be correct. Okay, so there's your stand, there's your motor and your cogs. Put the wings to one side, and we have parts of the struts, engine mounts, propeller and chain linkages. So that's all jolly good. And this is obviously this airplane, the first airplane. Well, actually, this is not technically the first powered aircraft. The first powered aircraft by an Englishman who name escapes you right now, around about 1893, had a steam powered version, but the Wright brothers, being a little more canny, have cornered the rights to it. But anyway, that's a debate for another day. So the Wright Flyer was a canard, or a canard if you like, and these would be at the front. These would be your elevators, and obviously a few struts there. Not quite sure what these are just yet. Maybe if we turn it over, there's some numbers, and another propeller. So that will all come out in the wash. And yeah, more struts, and the centre of one has already fallen out, which we saw earlier. So there you go, that's what you get in the box. Now what I will be doing is, obviously off camera, is taking the plans and if I can get them out, and I will be putting these underneath the plastic here on top of my 12mm plasterboard, and we shall begin. And just in preparation, I have bought some pins. I think these cost me about £3, I think, or something like that. So make sure you buy yourself some pins, get yourself some plasterboard, 12mm plasterboard. Just makes it easy to put the pins into, and we will make a start in this. Now what I will do is I will take out the ribs individually, probably put them into plastic boxes just to keep them in some sort of order before I actually begin gluing things together, and we'll see how that goes. So there you go, this is your part 1, the unboxing, and in part 2 I will pop a few of these out, save you a lot of time, and fast forward and then just get the pieces out and then start putting them together once I've figured it in my own head. Now I have to say this is a little bit of a departure from what I normally do, because I have not made, oh, here we go, take this bit of tape off. I've not made anything like this for about 30 years. Life just got in the way. So when I put this together, it's going to be more or less from memory on how to do it. So I was a younger chap. Now, you are obviously going to need some extra bits, and I've cheated slightly. I went down the pound shop, as I say, in the UK, and I bought these emery boards, which you're going to need. And also, what I did do, I went out and I bought some tissue. I bought myself a brand new knife because I just know mine's blunt anyway. Hang the expense, and some modelling wood glue. Now, what else did I buy? I bought some Easy Dope, looks very American, and I bought some Zap and some tissue paste. Looks a little bit English. Anyway, there you go. And I bought some new blades to go with that handle there. So I would highly recommend that you do something very similar, and then you can start to, well, make a start. So I will see you in the next part. Welcome back to part 2. It did occur to me before I retired for the night that the drawings are not plans, they're just a drawing, and so you cannot lay everything out to square up anything. So it then occurred to me, I thought, maybe I need to just cut out pieces number 2 on the upper, pieces number 2 on the lower, which appear to be identical. So then I cut out 2 struts, and as you can see here, this is how, or the rough size of how these 2 wings go together. There's a strut that goes in, or a main beam that goes here, and another that goes here. Okay, so this is upper 2, this is lower 2. It doesn't matter which side it is for now. So the idea is, if I just push these away, if you draw around them very, very carefully, what you need to do then is get yourself some stiff card or some such like, and cut it out about here to here, and here to here, and here to here, here to here. Make sure they're the same height, identical, make 2. And then when you come to put the wings together and hold them, you can slip this piece of card onto the side. So these will be a constant distance at either end of both wings. So you're basically cutting a piece of card out like that. But obviously you need to make sure that they are identical from here to here and here to here, because if you lay them flat, you know, you can just slide them in and that holds them in place. And this is what I remember doing when I was a child. So there you go, I've just done that bit there, and what I will do is carry on now cutting out the bottom wing. This is the down one, and you'll find that when cutting them, I'm using my blunt knife at the moment. If I use my sharp one, it'll just go straight for the plastic and goodness knows what else. So if you just run your knife lightly, these are all now identical, there's just 1 and 2, and just run it along, and then you'll hit a little tab and you sort of snap it, there you go, and there's one on the top there, and then just running along, there's one there, there you go, another one there. And the other good reason for not having a sharp knife right now, if you slip and you've got a sharp knife, you're going to cut this rib almost in half, or at least shave a little bit off it. So there's, hit the other one. So hopefully we've hit all the tabs. And then what I do, let's put this to one side for a moment, is just push gently and see how it wants to come out. That's it, it's still a little bit stuck there. It should just wiggle out, there you go. So this is still a number 2, and the number 2s are identical top and bottom. So that's how you take them out. So obviously I'll be putting this safely to one side. But you do start off by gluing the main spars together to make the full length, which I will do later, and I'll just cut this video to the next one, so hopefully it looks seamless. So that's where we're at on that. This is actually the leading edge, and where did they pull that one out from? Oh, this one's almost falling out anyway. So it's definitely from the down, so it's got to be from here somewhere. Apparently not. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, here we are. There we go. So it's I got this from down to, so it comes out of there. So I'm just going to put that back in just for now. So when I come back to this later, I know where it is. Okay, there you go.
I didn't see that one coming.